Hi, this is Mimi, and in this video, I am going to walk you through how to target users who have visited a specific location within a time period that you define, and to send a message to them. So for instance, Atlanta hosted the Super Bowl a few months ago, and let's say you owned a couple of sports bars or restaurants in Atlanta, and you wanted to encourage people on the day of the game to come to your place of business to watch the game and to have generally a good time. And you would do that by sending out targeted messages to people who you think are in the Atlanta area to come and visit your location. And how you do that is first you would set up an audience segment. So go to audience, go to segments, and then you want to create a new segment of people who have visited Atlanta. So go to new segment. And use the default here, include all devices where all of the following are true. Instead of a tag, go to location and has been, select location within the last 6 hours, and this can all be set. So has been, has not been, select a location within the last between, and if you do between, you can select a date range. I'll just go with within the last for now, and then hours, days, weeks, months. So you can theoretically go back really far. Okay, so let's see, select a location, and Urban Airship does provide you with most of the major cities of the world. I would say all, but I haven't tested all of them. But I would be very surprised if not all. So Atlanta, Georgia, search. Yep, and we get Atlanta, Georgia. And you can see that there are landmarks that pop up as well too. So there's like the Georgia Tech neighborhood. Maybe you target Georgia Tech students and you wanted to send out to the people in that area, or the Hampton Inn, Atlanta, Georgia Tech downtown, and so forth. So it has some landmarks, but not all. I was playing around with this earlier, and I noticed that they did have my favorite park in there as well, Piedmont Park in Atlanta. This park is so beautiful. And so if you're next to a landmark that Urban Airship does support, it might come as a handy tool. So let's say you just had a beautiful weekend, and you own a business right here, and a ton of visitors visited that park that weekend, and on Monday you want to tell them, hey, next weekend visit us again, or so forth. So you can do that as well too, but right now we are targeting only Atlanta people. So go to Atlanta, and I am going to select the urban area of Atlanta. Yeah, it includes all the suburban areas as well too, because this is all considered Atlanta. Hit apply. I think you can safely say people who were in Atlanta within the last 6 hours are still in Atlanta, but let's cast a little bit of wider net. I am going to say past 2 days. Yeah, and then say Atlanta, March 21st. So people who have been in Atlanta since, who has visited Atlanta in the past 2 days. So save. And you can see that this is a testing app, so the estimated audience count is very low, but you can see that there's 11 people total who were in Atlanta in the past few days. Hopefully your count would be higher than that. And then if you go back to a segment, and now you see it appeared right here. So if you want to target those people when you're sending a message, so go to send a message, create message, and target specific users. And you could, because the segments appear as well too, and you can search by segments, you can search by segment. Atlanta. Yep, Atlanta, March 21st appears. That's a segment that you just created. Or you can do something else. You can just click on that, and then it should appear here as well too. This is the exact same thing. And all these steps I will not cover because they have been covered in other places too. But basically, you know what to do from here. Select the type of message, and then select the type of content and how you want to send it. Like it's game day, and then delivery and review. Cool. So I hope this helps.